So something that they developed in California, but actually were banned in the city that we're in, are these rental scooters. They tried them and everyone was throwing them in the river, so they removed them. Here, they are all over the place, and so we're going to go to the LX factory now that we are back from the Naval Museum and the graffiti art and the galleon over there on the other side of the river. And we're going to go explore and report back to you and see if it's worth it. All right, 30 seconds on the scooter, and so far nobody's died yet. Mike is back there. We thought he died, but he didn't. We've made it. LX Factory. You can see it right there. Wasn't that bad? Michael had the time of his life. He was doing parkour with his scooter the entire way.
Only with a single gash on the head, in the back of the head. But yeah. Otherwise it was good.
That's just a battle scar. That's just what you get for being hardcore doing parkour with a scooter. So let's comb the streets, see what's good. There's plenty of places to eat and have a drink, that's for sure.
That's actually amazing.
I don't know if you can hear us, but everything that we're eating is really delicious. Mike, on a scale from 1 to 11, 11 being very enthusiastic, how badly do you want to run this?
3 to 4.
About 3 to 4. I know you're devastated. I know you won't be able to take the scooter today. I know you're devastated. However, he did foot the bill since we don't have euros. Still, we're going to go ahead and take the tram home. So that's how this day is wrapping up. But cheers to port, and port actually being delicious, and not the syrupy garbage that you so commonly run into that makes it strictly considered a dessert wine in the United States. This is actually really, really good.
Syrupy.
Cheers.
Sweet.
Smile for a picture? He's gonna take a picture.
Let him show you how.
So we've convinced Mike, although he was very reluctant, he was quite reluctant, to rent these scooters that we have in the background again. We did rent these yesterday. Mike had so much fun, he never wanted to do them again. On the other side of their version of the Golden Gate Bridge, they have the fortress, the monument, and the monastery. So we're going to go check that out, report back to you guys. I know you've seen this on a lot of videos if you're exploring information about Lisbon. This is in every single video. But we want to make sure we hit up the monastery, especially before they close at 5 o'clock. So we're going to hit the road. Yesterday was tragically bumpy. We actually found the bike path that follows the water. And then you just take this lovely bike path. Most of it is pretty smooth. And you can go from central Lisbon all the way to this monastery that I can't pronounce that I'm going to show you more of here in just a moment.
To the other side, but you do have to teach the scooters to get there.
Yeah. There's a big rail line that's unobstructed. It's all fenced off and everything in the middle of the road, so there's no crosswalk. So instead they had this underground tunnel that you go through. So you just ditch your bikes or your scooters, come over here, see this wonderful example of Gothic architecture, and then you just dip on over there, which is where a monument is. I'm going to show you that in a minute too.
This is Jeronimos Monastery, an excellent example of the Portuguese late Gothic period of architecture. This was actually commissioned by Manuel in 1469, I believe, and the commission went through. It was granted in 1496. Construction began in 1501, and the monastery would take over 100 years to complete. And as you can see, or as you will see from the photos and the views, it was well worth it. This is a beautiful place full of arches and excellent examples of Gothic architecture. There we have a photographer in his natural habitat.
We went on that boat yesterday, you remember?
At the little auto boats.
Yeah?
That's a big boat.
So back in 1960 is when they actually finished this monument. And the monument is actually quite impressive. As you can see, it has unique stonework, kind of has a communist monument, let's overthrow the bourgeoisie kind of feel to it in its basic design. But it has nothing to do with that. It's about the Age of Discovery. The Age of Discovery started in 1460, and this was commemorating the 500th anniversary of that in 1960. It definitely makes sense because this is a huge, huge part of Portugal's identity.